The case between the family of late Lillian Omokwale, daughter of Omori OLOTON UYI Technica, who was found dead in her home on October 7, 2022, and 4 others indicted, continued at the Federal High Court sitting in Benin City on Tuesday, March 25, 2025. 6 persons, including Jessica IGUODALA, who is the first defendant, were alleged to have aided in her alleged suicide. At the resumed hearing on Tuesday, March 25th, in the suit before Justice Babatunde Quadri, counsel to the first defendant, Dele Igbeneghu, presented the motion of preliminary objection earlier filed before the court to dismiss the case against his client, Jessica IGUODALA, as no evidence linked her to the death of Lillian Omokwale from statements obtained by police. The prosecution counsel, P.O. Adjourns, however, claimed not to have received the filed motion, even though documents presented in court by Dele Igbeneghu showed that an official from his office signed the documents. Adjournment was sought by P.O. Adjourns thereafter to enable him file a counter motion to the dismissal of charges filed by the defendant's counsel, Dele Igbeneghu, after it was served to him in court. Speaking on the outcome of the court process on Tuesday, Barrister Dele Igbeneghu, who represents Jessica IGUODALA, the first defendant, gave some insights to the case, especially on the motion filed to not only quash the case against Jessica IGUODALA completely for lacking in merit, but to also set aside the bench warrant of arrest.
Issued a bench warrant against Jessica, and when we came in, we looked at it, we felt that the conditions for issuing the bench warrant were not satisfied. So the prosecution hastily applied for it. So we have applied to court now to set it aside. We filed a motion, and that there is no evidence linking Jessica to all this. You can't say that a woman that lives in Germany assisted somebody in Nigeria who used a knife. First, she stabbed herself, and that's part of the document. The knife, we need to see the knife or a picture of the knife. So she stabbed herself with a knife. Police recovered the knife. They have hidden it. Can somebody in Germany help somebody in Nigeria to use a knife to stab herself? Well, we have had access to the autopsy report. They disclosed one of the autopsy reports. That one did not implicate our client in any way. The second one is part of the documents we're asking them to disclose to us. If you heard me when I told the court, that is the autopsy that was first done at Lily Hospital in Benin. That one, they have not disclosed it, along with a list of other documents, like the dying declaration. Before the woman died, she wrote a note or a letter comprehensively explaining why she was taking her life. So they have hid that one. Why are they hiding it? There are other documents they are hiding, like the first statement of the father of UYI, that's the first statement of UYI Technica, the first statement of the husband of the deceased, Lillian Omokwale, all those documents. Then bank statements which the police recovered. We need all of them. The allegation was against 6, but now they have let 2 people go. So I don't want to speculate on the reasons why.
Counsel to Omori OLOTON, Barrister Douglas Ogbakwa, also spoke on the stand of the court as it regards the presence of all defendants in court on the next adjourned date.
There was a little bit of a miscommunication between counsel to the first defendant and the prosecution. So because of that, there was an adjournment, but the court was very, very opposite. Reading the Riot Act, that should there be any defendant that is not present at the next adjourned date, that he would not even listen to the explanation of counsel for any of the defendants, that a bench warrant will be issued immediately. That was a very affirmative declaration of the court today. And we want to insist that concerning this matter, we believe that justice will be done one day.
Family members of Jessica IGUODALA were in court to witness proceedings. Clad in red, they protested the charges against Jessica IGUODALA, who they claim was innocent of aiding the death of Lillian Omokwale. The case is set for hearing on the 22nd of May 2025 for parties to argue notice of preliminary objection filed by counsel to the first defendant, Jessica IGUODALA. Siyuko Mesado, AIT News, Benin.